We do have the flexibility, and I think it's one of the hallmarks across the firm is flexible capital and a number of bespoke different solutions. We've got long-term funds across all of our strategies, and quite often these partnerships are many years that are 3, 4, or 5+ years.
Maybe if you could describe to us as if you were talking to a founder where maybe 5 or 6 different firms are all vying for their attention. How do you differentiate Sixth Street Growth?
It's an incredibly competitive landscape, and I think our differentiation sits in it with a few things. Number one, I do think we've got some flexible capital solutions to invest across, a number of different, kind of bespoke structures. A great amount of what we do is in kind of traditional convertible preferred growth equity type instruments, but we also have the flexibility to do things that look, quite different. If I think back to the Airbnb investment that we made back in COVID, and one aspect of that story that I don't think has been told is that when we were talking to them in April of 2020, we had actually given them 2 proposals. And the reason we gave them 2 proposals is we wanted to maximize the probability that we could partner with them, because it was, even in the depths of COVID, one of the best business models and footprints, that we had ever seen, a generational, leadership and founder team, that was leading that business. And so we gave them 2 proposals. One was kind of the traditional convertible proposal, and the second was a less dilutive proposal that worked for our risk return requirements, but gave the company a less dilutive solution. And so the only reason that investment ended up being, kind of structured that way is that's what the founders and the board ended up choosing. It was less dilutive. When you fast forward through the IPO, which we bought shares in, that structure ended up saving, the shareholders a few $1 billion of dilution relative to what the probably market proposal was.